obscenities. Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, man.
Yeah.
Nobody
They're like, holy shit, what is going on?
It's gonna get demonetized regardless. So,
I mean, yeah, one little thing. That's why I try to keep the cut, even though I don't really monetize. Like 90% of what I do isn't monetized.
Yeah,
which is fine with me because it's the music's their stuff. So, so I just don't
that's
care.
cool, man.
But
That's
I try to
fine,
keep
too.
it. I try to keep it at a minimal because there are kids that watch. They got to think of the kids.
Oh, that's a really good point. I feel so inconsiderate now.
Yeah. But
I'm pretty fucking immature myself.
that's fine. That's the thing.
Wow.
That's why I do music now, to get all that stuff out of the way.
we actually got raided by like a classroom full of students trying to learn English once, and we were going off. We were telling the worst story ever, dude. That was embarrassing.
Oh no!
I'll send you the clip.
Oh, man.
I'll send you the clip, Mr. Rock and Roll.
Yes,
it was
please.
It was ridiculous. It was the worst time for somebody to come into the stream.
So did they like accidentally cross streams? How did that happen?
No, their teacher is like a big fan of ours, and she likes to show our stuff to people. So she was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna show it to all my students who know English." So
nice. Was this a classroom in Japan?
In Russia.
In Russia.
Russia.
Oh,
Yeah.
those poor kids.
I know.
I'm gonna find the video right now. I'm looking for because it is
Please.
freaking hilarious. Hey, thank you guys to the ones that just became a member. Thank you guys so much.
Hell yeah. Thanks, man. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, let me find this. What was it labeled as? Classroom? Something?
Let's see if I can. Oh man, it's so old.
Yeah. Kids.
I don't even know what I'd do if they were like, "Check it out, it's Mr. Rock and Roll."
Oh, there we
come
go.
in-
When the kids came in. All right. Well, this is a great way to start this podcast.
It's a good icebreaker.
He's like, what if the kids are watching? And this is why you got to make sure.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about you guys got raided by a classroom, and I immediately was like, man, if that happened to me, the amount of like just horrendous thoughts of how can I ruin this
How can I make this worse?
immediately flashed in my head. What can I say? What can I do?
Yeah.
So this is how we ruined it. You ready?
Play a
Yep.
show. It was in New Mexico. It was advertised as this big festival that all the metal bands go play.
It
And,
sure
like,
was.
Like a shit ton of people go, and we're all excited and stuff. This festival takes place in a community center gym. There's a bunch of other bands, and guess how many people showed up for that? None. Zero. It was all the bands playing for each other. Okay, so we were supposed to spend the night there, and a friend of the vocalist offered us her place. And we went, and it was like, there was a couple people there, but they were very strange people. We lost
What
our
he means by
drummer.
strange is that there was one woman
Uh-oh.
with 10 dudes
Here it
trying to all f her at the same time while
Oh,
she's hiding in
no.
a bathroom. Eric was just sitting there watching. I come over there. Eric looks at me. He's like, "You know how many people just walked in that bathroom right now?" I'm like, "How many?" He's like, 8. Like that one girl and 7 guys. I'm like, "What the
And her fiance showed up.
And then the fiance, yeah, that's right. And the fiance
It's
just
timed in on
walked right
toilet
in.
humor.
Hey, do you know where what's her name is? And I just look at Eric. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know where she is.
And they actually went to go have a talk, and she came out. She was like, "Well, I'm not engaged anymore, guys."
I think they were engaged though by the time we left. Again,
They
they worked it out. They worked it out after 7 other dudes worked it out.
Goodness.
He worked it out.
I can't imagine what's on the blanket. It was dusty. It was a dusty
Oh, Jesus
blanket.
Christ.
Oh, it gets worse. I like to say like, and somebody handed me a blowjob. I was like, whoa, that got intense.
Yeah.
You guys have 18 listeners added for 15 minutes.
What's up?
You guys came in at the wrong point. You came right before we said Eric was getting handed a blowjob. That's great.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh. She says children learning English are listening to you.
Wow. Slavana.
Uh-oh.
This is
You
accurate.
picked the
Why?
wrong time. You picked the wrong time to come on the stream right now.
Anyways. Yeah, so that actually happened.
Yep.
Man, see, and that's exactly what I would have done. I'd been like, okay, what's the most heinous story I could think of? One time I shot shit all over a wall. Let's talk about that.
Wait, is that true? Talk more about that.
That is a real story. You guys want to hear
All right,
my
welcome.
my favorite shit story? I actually found out why it was so bad. So
Yeah.
to piggyback off of toilet humor, let's talk about more toilet humor. When this is like 4 years ago, I was living in my last apartment. I didn't know this at the time, but a raccoon had gotten into the water supply, and I was drinking like dead raccoon water for.
Died in the...
Yeah, I had no idea that it didn't taste anything, but it would cause like the worst, like out of the blue stuff. You could not hold it. Like you needed a toilet. I went to like 8 doctors. None of them had an answer.
This is your favorite shit story?
Oh yeah,
Okay, so you have multiple. Just want to clarify.
Yeah.
This is the best.
No,
one.
there's one that I always go, oh my god, holy shit! Actually, so I had just gotten done eating. At this point, when I would eat food, it was like there was a ball of just liquid dookie. Food would hit, and then that would go, time to go. So I'm like halfway home. I got like 5 minutes to get home, and I feel this like burning, full burn dookie coming. I was like, you ever had to crap so bad you sweat like cold sweat?
Yes. I'm feeling
I'm
the
literally-
sweating for you.
I'm literally like, this is my wheel. I'm literally going, oh no. I know I can't just go in my pants because it's going to ruin the car. I get all the way home, and I'll tell you, it's like fidgeting isn't even helping. I get out of the car, shut the door. I almost shit my pants right there. Make it all the way to the toilet. I think I'm in the clear. Here's what happens. I get to about right here. Before I got my butt down, it went just all over the wall. And then I couldn't just wipe it out. So I sat in my own shit,
Oh shit.
finished shitting, and then started laughing like an actual maniac. I was like, all right, something's wrong.
Oh my gosh.
I said, this is the problem. This is not normal. Something's wrong.
You know what though? That explains a lot. That explains how there's always like shit on the walls in public bathrooms.
Exactly.
I've always wondered how that happens.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, it involves dead animal water.
Wow. Hey, there's nowhere to go but up, folks. We're gonna fucking.
That's
Yeah.
how
We're
starting.
We're just gonna level up. From
He
here
has
on.
more stories.
Hey, you start at the bottom, literal shit, and work your way up.
But he said they're not as good as this one. So let's.
Oh man.
All right, welcome, Mr. Rock and Roll.
Yes!
Hey!
Yes! I'm here. You came back to shit water story.
Oh my god! Oh my god! My stomach, dude. How are you doing, sir?
Oh man, I'm good.
A lot better now, huh?
Absolutely. I don't drink poison water anymore.
That's good. That's good advice to start with.
I was about to say, are you like scared now? You switched to bottled water from now
No,
on?
I moved. I went full nuclear, full nuke left.
I
That
feel
is
sorry for the
awesome.
people who bought your house after.
Why can't we get?
Told him watch the water supply. Good God,
Get a filter.
a trash panda will die, and then you will be poisoned slowly.
God.
It
Mr.
was a
Rock
fun
and Roll.
discovery, though. Finally,
If you didn't know, he has an amazing YouTube channel. You guys should check it out. He reacts to all of your favorite bands. Everyone listening, I guarantee he's reacted to something. You react to literally everything. Everything from...
oh man, I can't get enough.
Yeah. True music lover right here. And just discovered today, actually, I'm sad to just be discovering it today. I didn't realize you got some music coming out. You did an ABBA cover that was fucking awesome and hilarious. It was
Oh, yeah?
it's the greatest
ABBA.
music video
Oh, shit.
ever.
Yeah, we're working on so we did a bunch of covers. We actually have 5 more that's just kind of waiting in the wings to come out. But now we're working on an EP because you were talking about you helped Anastasia Luna work on an EP. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, I'm doing the same thing, and it's nerve wracking. It's this time last year this was not even remotely a conversation that we had.
Wow.
Like my buddy and I had about doing. It was just out of the spur of the 2022 was going really weirdly bad, and then finally he was like, let's just do this, and we'll release one and call it good. And now here we are making a whole album, man.
Is it just the two of you doing it, or you got some other people?
Right now it's just the two of us. The idea would be make the first album, then find the right guys who like the sound and go, yes, that. I like it so far.
What are you doing on the album as far as music goes? What do you?
I do a lot of so he and I both write the riffs together. I actually, because I only play the drums, I have a program that turns my mouth noise into like MIDI guitars. So if I come up with a riff, I'll sit here in front of this mic, literally just make mouth noises, and then
That's freaking great, dude.
Yeah,
you shouldn't change it from that.
Well, I did have an idea. I filmed myself doing this a couple times, just out of maybe people want to see this down the road, but it's like, I sound like a lunatic. But then he takes the music and goes, what if we did this? So it's a back and forth thing constantly.
That's really cool.
It's great, man.
And he's a monster guitar player. I didn't know he was actually that good until this started. So if he's watching, shut up, Frank, go away.
So here's the song that they did, the Sauce Mamma Mia ABBA metal cover. I'll just play a snippet of it.
Dude.
How can I resist you? Mamma Mia does it so again. My. I can't count all the times that I've told you we're through.
I gotta say, I know it's you though.
Oh yeah. That's I was not on board with Mamma Mia at first. Usually when we pick a cover out of the 10 we've done, it's usually like, oh, that would be fun. And then the other person says that. This one, he was like, just trust me. Let's do it. And he, for like 2 weeks, he was like, come on, we can do it. I was like, all right, fine. Turned out, I think he was right. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was pretty hilarious. At first I was like, is he listening to a song? That my initial, because I was like watching some more of your reactions today. This came up. I'm watching. I'm like, wait, is he reacting to ABBA? Like, is this like another band's metal cover? And I'm like, and then I looked in the description. I'm like, oh shit, he's covering the song. I didn't even know.
Hey, well, I didn't know I'd be doing that like 4 months ago. So it's understandable.
That is awesome.
It's always fun when stuff comes together.
Yeah, it's a wild story. But yeah, we got 5 more, and then this album's coming out. I might be sending Frank your way if you're interested in talking to him.
Yeah, definitely, man. Hell yeah.
He's the one that's mixing everything, and he's doing really good now. But the learning process has been wild. I don't even understand.
I'm willing to help, man. I love talking about it too, just as much as like I love helping people with it and talking about it also. So it's completely fun for me. So absolutely, man.
Nice.
Anytime.
I'll send him your way at some point. I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
Yeah, it's crazy that everyone's like doing EP and stuff. Like, so Anastasia, did bass with her EP, and then Dichotic, we've started ours. So we have like 3 songs in the bag, getting ready to record. Ryan's starting his. Like, he's been working on it.
I put one out a couple years ago. I got to do a follow up that nobody will listen to.
Hey, you never know.
I'll enjoy making it.
Yeah. Yeah, I always tell people weirdly that it's I'm sure you probably have gotten this too when you get asked about like, so what are the like tips to getting a YouTube channel started? The only tip I have is, well, go for about 7 or 8 years and then it'll start working. Just don't worry about anything else. Just do what you like doing.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me. I have no tips. I hate when I get asked that question because I always feel bad.
So you've been doing YouTube for that long? Is that how long you've been doing this for?
Yeah, I did. I did my channel that I've been talking about bringing back. It's the gaming channel with all my buddies from when I was, high school 10 years ago to now. But we all we're still buddies. Everyone got busy, and Gold Team, which was the channel, kind of died a couple years ago. I'm talking about bringing it back, but I don't know. We'll see. That's a lot of editing.
It is. It is a lot of editing. All the gaming stuff takes a long time.
Yeah,
That's the best part, the editing.
yeah. Well,
Said no one.
Said no.
Yeah. That's not true at all.
yeah.
I found someone.
Editing's not.
I found
yeah.
someone deranged enough to help me with editing that loves it, and I have no clue. Shout out to Kobe. I don't know why you like editing, but he loves it. he's a rare breed.
For the money's at that though. I mean, there's a shit ton of YouTubers out there, so
Yeah. I'm looking for an editor. I can't pay him. But I'm looking for one.
That's your problem.
Yep. That is the main issue.
pay them in exposure.
For those who have asked me, have you quit your day job yet? I'm like, no. Not even close to that. That's like another couple years. But yeah.
Hey, Jason, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. He said you got to cover Don't Let Me Down, but from BAND-MAID. I've been wanting to cover that song. It would be hilarious.
Down.
I think it'd be hilarious.
Don't bring me down. That's what I thought of, but
have Mr. Rock and Roll sing that.
No.
Also,
we did Don't Bring Me Down. Does that count?
How many songs do you have on your channel?
Right now 6.
Oh wow, so you've done more than this one. Wow, I'm out of the loop on that one.
Well, it started with a Status Quo cover. So I'm a huge Creedence fan, and Status Quo is just like another Creedence. Started with that, and then it's just gone wild from there. I never expect anything anymore because left hooks keep coming. Like when I met these 5 up here, the BAND-MAID ladies, that was crazy.
Yeah, and I was about to ask you about that. You got to tell us about your experience with that. That must have been insane. I saw your video when they called you out in the crowd and all that.
Man.
Congrats, man, on all of that.
Still to this day, I'm still like, that doesn't feel like that happened. It wasn't something I expected, but everybody around me who knew me got me to the front and was like, they might like notice you. They said, one kid said something about Akane, mentioned me a long time ago. And he was like, she mentioned you. I was there for that. And I was like, okay. Let's see what happens.
And now, when that happened, like, what was going through your head, man? What happened off camera, like before that even? I don't even know how I got the phone out fast enough.
Well, was it Miku saw you and then just like
it was
shouted?
It started with Psyche.
Yeah.
Psyche. She was singing, doing her thing. I think it was during Domination. And she came over. I'm literally like, she is here. I am here.
Wow.
And I look up and I went, and then she looks down, smiles, and points, waves, and then does her thing. And I was like, I don't know what just happened. Did she notice? Did she know who I am? Or was that just like a, hey, it's a fan?
Yeah.
And then she goes over to Kanami, taps her, points, and then she goes over to Akane, and that's when that's when some stuff started going down. And nobody told Miku or the Grudge, that's what I like to call her. Which I did shout that at her, and she loved that. So we have confirmation for people who think that's like insulty. I think it's awesome because the Grudge is my favorite. So just give the Grudge a bass guitar, and then off to the races.
I can't unsee that now. God damn.
Now, absolutely. I watch the Grudge now going, yes! So I have the bass.
Okay, so that's what you call Misa. All right. I was like, who the heck are you calling?
Oh yeah, that's Misa.
Right.
I did not clarify that, but yeah, Misa's an actual tank on the bass guitar. I've never seen anyone quite so slappy. She can go from slap to pick like it's nothing.
Yeah.
And you don't hear
watching that.
Yep.
And you don't hear a single mistake ever.
No. And they can do that live. And now I can actually say that too. It's like these people can do this live without any mistakes. And I've also never seen a band have as much fun as they do, like between songs.
That's one of the coolest things, man. Seeing how happy they are together. Obviously happy to be there in front of people, but then even during that, just how much they're enjoying the whole thing. We've had to sit through so many old bands just just trudge through a show just for a fucking paycheck and argue with and bitch at each other. That
Yeah,
seeing a band genuinely enjoy each other is so nice.
it
What-
really is, and that's something that I've never seen before. And I've seen a lot of bands. Like I've seen bands have a lot of fun. I saw AC/DC live, and they were, mwah! But I've never seen a band just stop and go, "Hey, let's just have fun with the crowd," as if we're
Yeah.
at like, at some bar and everyone's just looking at us. It was really cool. That's when the video happened. Because
Oh,
I
okay.
heard the word YouTube come out of Miku, and I was like, click, something might happen. Not gonna lie, a little bit of panic. I was like, uh-oh.
That's
Could go
so awesome.
man.
2 ways.
100% panicked when I heard YouTube reaction. I went,
How did your whole BAND-MAID journey start? Give us from the day one.
man, it was Dice was the first one. And I
Nice.
remember just like, this was like, I only had 4,000 subscribers, maybe even less. But I was just doing this because nobody else at the time that I could tell was doing like mainly just rock and roll and metal. At least not that I found. So when I kept seeing their name pop up, and I was like, all right, who is this? Because I keep seeing y'all's name pop up. And then when I realized it was 5 little Japanese ladies in maid outfits, I was like,
And this was a few
Okay.
years back, a
Different.
couple years back.
yeah, this is 2019, I think.
2019.
Like the end of 2019.
Okay.
Yeah. And dude, I still go back to that sometimes because it's fun to see my own self
Yeah.
watch things that now I've heard Dice a billion times. And then Thrill was right after that. After Thrill is when I was like, all right, well, we're interested.
I'm done for.
Yeah, we're interested. Little did I know. It sucks at the time though, when I found them, I was like looking for tour dates and they had announced US ones, I think, at the end of 2019, and then 2020 happened.
Yeah.
I had to cancel so many bands that year. It made me so sad.
Damn. Yeah, I bet.
Some of which I still haven't seen. Nightwish, Sabaton, Judas Priest. I was even going to go see Rage Against the Machine because I was like, I knew them when I was a kid. I got to go see them.
Yeah.
BAND-MAID, and there was a couple others I can't remember, but that was a sad year. A sad year for me.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Man.
Granted, that was a sad year for everybody. So,
Yeah, for sure.
They're all
Yeah.
back now, so I mean they're all
It
in
was-
full force
Oh,
too.
yeah.
So
that's where I got this shirt. Just saw Megadeth.
Nice.
Just saw them live. The Who, Megadeth, Five Finger Death Punch.
Wow.
It's a good show.
Best was the best part of that show.
All of it.
That's it. Yeah. I've never actually been to a show that I wanted to see all 3 of the bands. That was the first.
Yeah.
Like I went there to see the Who because I was like, I have to. They're one of my favorites. They're so out there in their own world that I love it. Then Megadeth, weirdly enough, opened up for Five Finger, which I thought was a weird sketch. Like,
Yeah,
I
it's
felt
kinda-
like Megadeth should be last, but
Yeah, because Five Finger Death Punch like a cover band now. Like all
Yeah,
they put
kind
out is
of.
covers.
there's only what's his name? I don't know anybody's name. What's
Oh, the
singer?
members switched out too.
No,
Yeah.
the lead singer of Five
Ivan
Finger.
Moody.
Ivan Moody. See, this is a name I should remember.
Right.
Eric's
But I'd
a
start-
Five Finger Death Punch fan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
dude. I like
What's
him
your-
a lot.
Oh.
Give me 2 favorites. Or some.
Cradle to the Grave and Never Enough.
I'm gonna write those down. I have.
I've seen them in concert. They put on a great show, man. Great
Oh
show.
yeah.
Oh
I've seen
yeah,
him
it was
4
awesome.
times.
Yeah, they opened for Stone Sour, and it's like a fucking crazy show.
Stone
dope.
Sour.
Eric, you've seen 4
Stone Sour.
times?
Yeah, 4 times.
Holy crap. Were they all
Yeah.
the same?
No, every time I saw them, they had a new album out, so
Oh,
new
yeah.
material every time.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's weird. this channel has introduced me to a lot. I don't know why. There are some bands out there when I tell people I didn't start listening to Five Finger until 2021 because they just never came on my radar. And now it's one of the mains. Weirdly enough, also Judas Priest is another one. I thought growing up Judas Priest was like a screamo thing. And I don't like screamo. There are some bands that people recommend that I go, I can't do this. I don't like it.
What do you think of Nemophilo and the screams?
They make it work. I don't know. And my band member, the only bandmate I have, he hates when we're trying to pinpoint when I like scream stuff, when I don't. I have no answer for it.
I'm kind of I hear you on that. Sometimes I like it, and sometimes like
there's something about it hits or it doesn't. Like
sometimes it seems like people do it to express a point, and sometimes it seems like somebody's doing it just because they can't.
Yeah, just because look what I can do.
Right.
That's a I'm gonna talk to him about that because I love Death Clock, for instance. I don't know if you guys have heard of Death Clock.
Oh yeah.
All he is a growly boy. Sometimes it's just screams, but it's so good. Maybe I'm biased because I like the show a lot. Which if they're watching, I'm blanking on your name.
Yeah, I think when
You're
the
so
screams,
important to me.
Brendan Small.
Brendan Small.
I think his name
There it is. Brendan Small. Yes, Brendan Small. Just ignore that happened if you ever see this.
Eric's like the master at names. So like, if you need a name, just like Eric.
Yeah, dude, I'm.
Everybody needs that in their life. Somebody who can just do that.
Yeah, I work in the film industry here in Georgia, so every day on set I meet a whole different group of people. So my ability to remember names is zero. It took me a long time to remember bandmates' names, and I loved all 5 of them before I knew their names.
Yeah,
which shocks people.
I feel you on that. I'm the same way. What do you do at your? So you work on film?
Yeah, I actually moved to Atlanta to work on movies and stuff because I graduated, got my film degree, which I quickly learned was stupid, but it just gone straight to film. I have yet to have somebody ask for a film degree.
Right.
But I moved out here. I became what's called a grip, which I don't really know how to explain what we do. You got your electric unit. Their job is to put the lights up and, make everything daytime. Grip.
Oh, okay.
They are the guys that put stuff in front of the lights. That's the easiest way I know how to.
Dude, that's thank you, because I'm one of those weird guys that watches the credits after movies, and I see grip, key grip, and all that stuff. I'm like, are they just holding shit? What are they doing?
I was those guys. I started on the garbage unit, which was the dudes that we just want you to pick stuff up, put stuff down, and then get out.
Oh, yeah.
I became first unit and actually started acting because I met an actress who said I should act because she was like, not many people just talk to us. And I was like, well, we're not allowed to, but you started it. So I'm not going to say no to you.
So those are like the rules from it. Like you can't talk with the actors or actresses.
Typically no, because most actors, especially when it's like a heavy movie, like super emotional, an actor has to stay in that world to make it credible. And I got beat down by my teacher for the past almost 3 years because he's brutal, but he really made me appreciate when I see good acting like in a movie now. It's like, I don't know what you had to go through, but you sad human.
Wow.
Okay, I see what you mean. It's like to pull emotion. When you see something that's really super emotional, that the chances are the actor's drawing from some deep shit.
They're drawing
to really pull it out there to make you believe it.
So what's your favorite actor?
If the guy putting the light reflector down is like, hey man, what's up? They don't want to be.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like if it's a comedy, I've heard it's a little bit lenient because it's like everyone's in a good mood usually.
Yeah.
So, but did you say who's my favorite actress?
Yeah, actor and actress.
Actress.
Yeah, that you were like, holy shit, I know that's a lot of work.
Denzel Washington. He's my favorite actor
Wow.
because anything he does is like. Now that I've studied acting, I'll watch him do it and go, "How are you so good?" I don't get it. How did you do that? It's wild. Anything he's in, he's just like that human. Actually,
He's
my
one of
coach-
those.
Hmm?
I say he's one of those guys. I don't like think whenever somebody's his favorite actor, I don't think of him. But every time I see him, I'm like, God damn, he's so good.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, everything he's in, it's just like, dude, that's amazing.
A good example of why he's my favorite. Have y'all seen Equalizer 2?
I have not.
Yes, actually, I have. Yeah.
There's a scene in there where he's kind of mentor to this kid, and this kid's getting the beginning of inducted into this gang. Denzel goes up there. I forget his name. We'll just call him Denzel for now. Denzel Washington goes up there, gets him out, threatens the gang, and then tells the kid, like, you don't know what this is. Like, you have no idea. And then it's super powerful. And when they asked him what he was thinking of, he said he was thinking of his friend who died because of stuff like that.
Wow.
So the whole time they filmed, which this could go on, for 2-3 hours, and they have to sit there in that.
Yeah, doing a scene.
Which is why it's like, yeah, no, if they're that way, leave them alone, or you will be fired.
Do you plan on doing
Wow.
like a future music video when you using your newfound acting skills
Oh, yeah.
for it?
Yeah, actually, I have a production team that's run by a friend of mine that I met through acting. Our first, I'm wondering if I can say the name. I could probably say the name. What do you think of the first song?
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah.
I mean, it's my song.
It's your
Yeah.
song.
I mean,
Of
it's
course you
your song.
can.
Do it.
It's up to
I'll
you.
go- so the first song we're gonna release is called "Shake Up the Ground."
The label's coming after you now. Let's
I'm
get
gonna get on Google
Oh,
right
man.
now. I'm sharing it to everyone.
Go ahead.
You heard it here first, folks.
I forgot the name already, dude. It's fine.
Yes, that's where we defer to Eric. What did he say?
Eric,
Eric, what was the name of that?
Shake up the ground.
See?
Yes.
Now we all remember.
I actually just got our final export of that song today. I listened to it and went, "Oh my god, I hope people like it."
The final export or the final export one?
They're like,
There's always like final export
there
two.
was
final
like,
export three.
see, I told my buddy Frank, I was like, you got to stop calling these final export until we say it's the final. Like,
We
no
all
more.
know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Until
We all
both of
sign
us
up
go,
on it.
no more.
This is the final mix. With
These are things I didn't actually know much about. People were like, "What? You exported it once? Have you listened to it?" No. Well, you're gonna be in for a shocker if you do.
It sounded good through my professional speakers. Why does it sound like shit on my phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, and these are things that we both learned. I was like, "Why is it so good on your Sennheisers? One of these." But I put it in my car and it sounds like horse cock.
Which
what does that sound like?
bad, I guess.
Bad.
Is that bad?
But no, it's like finished now, and we both said no more. That's it.
Okay.
I can't think of anything else. And I'm happy with it, but I sent it to the production guy, and he's already like throwing. We could get rain effects. We could get some pyrotechnics out there. We're gonna
Wow.
shoot on a train track, so that'll be fun.
Awesome.
2023 it's gonna be interesting.
That is
Hopefully.
awesome. I'm excited for you. Like,
And
Oh yeah.
go ahead.
if it comes out and people hate it, I'll be like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, when you
But
come
I
out with
feel
it,
like it's everyone.
if you got to
Yep.
come back up on the Guys podcast, and we gotta talk about it when you get that video
We'll
out,
talk
man.
numbers.
Oh yeah, I already got a couple of people. I said you are going. Everyone that's helping me with this are just friends of mine. So I was like, I can't pay you. But I
Not
would
even in
appreciate
beer.
it. I mean, no, there's a lot of them.
That's too much beer, dude.
Wait, nah, that's
a
too
lot of
much.
beer. But everyone that's helped me, I've helped with their different projects
Right
over
on.
the past few years. So they're all super cool. And I got 2 people that are just gonna hit record on an iPhone the whole process.
Dude,
So
iPhones
we'll
work,
have
man.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. That's what I'm using right now.
Yeah, I'm using my iPhone also. I mean, we've filmed music videos fully with iPhones. We've done full scenes with them and stuff all the time. We've done BAND-MAID cover that was with an iPhone and a camera. Baby Metal was done with iPhone and a camera.
Was it one of the warning videos done on like 20 iPhones or something like that?
Oh yeah, the Warning did their whole music video with iPhones.
Man, iPhones look good now. I mean, I told him we could use iPhones, but this dude, he's like super technical. He was like, well, I just built a switcher and you could put 5 cameras on it and just hit the board whenever you want to switch to the different thing. I was like, that's a lot of, if you want to use that, that's all you. I'm fine with just this thing.
So what's the What's the song story going to be about? What are you acting out in this?
Shake Up the Ground. I actually wrote it during the reason why this song got wrote. Is that a word? Written?
Yeah.
Wrote.
I wrote this song.
The way you say it sounds weird, but it's a word.
I wrote the song. I wrote this song about. No, I wrote the song. So 2022. We're not going to stay too heavy, but I went to like 8 funerals for over the span of like 3 months.
Wow.
And my dog died.
Oh damn! Sorry.
So
condolences.
all this was going down. Yeah, I don't want to get too far down. We can go down that rabbit hole, but that's just to say that's how bad those months were, and that's when I took all of. I think it was all of March off. I was like, I need a break from everything and everyone. Leave me alone. And that's when the bandmate Frank came in. He's the one that said, well, since you're not doing anything, let's do a song. And it took me a couple days to really go, all right, why not? So we did Rockin' All Over the World. And then I wrote these lyrics just because this idea came to me. I gave it to him and he was like, let's do that. We made a demo of it and we hated the demo. Hated it. It sounded like balls. And he said, well, let's just do covers from now on. But the song is about like everyone's got their own personal demons. And it's about, how do I put it? It's about basically looking them in the face and saying, piss off. I'm tired of you. Go. Which is the whole point of Shake Up the Ground. Like you go to them and they're in the ground.
Nice.
You go to them and tell them to stop. So hopefully people like it.
So straight is it metal song, hard rock? I mean, what do you?
So Frank's a huge like metal guy. Like he loves metal, and I am the guy that loves rock and roll. So we both got in the middle. He calls it a metal song. I call it hard rock.
Right on.
Because it's got both of those. Actually, it reminds me of Warriors of the World, Men of War.
Okay.
It has a similar beginning, but then it goes into I don't even know how to explain it. I like it.
That's cool, man.
That's awesome.
That's good.
Shake up the ground.
It's like the
And
perfect
hopefully the world likes
too.
Yeah. Hopefully people like it. He actually, we added Rain and Thunder to the song at one point. There's a breakdown that's in it. I don't want to give too much away, but Rain and Thunder is in this part, and I heard it today and went, yes, my mic. You see that? I'm magic.
So
you fixed it already? Wow.
Have you heard the new Nemophila album that's came out?
No, and I'll tell you why.
Dude, I still haven't listened to it either.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not. A lot of for those of you watching that are from my channel or any reaction channel, there's a curse. I'm sure you can relate to this. There's a curse to doing this, and the curse is a new album comes out. Well, I can't just listen to it. I want to share it to the world when I first hear it.
Yes.
So I'm very like, okay, I have to wait.
Yeah.
Which is why I try to get to them quickly. But this whole, as we've actually planned on doing this for a while, this podcast.
Yeah.
But my world keeps exploding and going all over the place.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're kind of busy, man.
Yeah.
You got a lot of stuff going on.
Dude, It's unnaturally busy.
I was persistent with you though. I knew you'd come on.
Good. No, I was like,
Alan said, dude, this guy was such a pain in the ass to nail down for a fucking interview. I'm glad it's finally happening because I'm tired of dealing with it. I'm like, dude, he seems like a nice guy. Calm down.
I could see that. I can see that. You just have anger written all over your face.
It's like, just tell me you hate me. Gosh. No.
No.
Spit in my mouth. Tell me you hate me. What?
That should be a song.
New
There you
song,
go.
That's gonna
Mr.
go on the album,
Rock.
bud.
I'll spit in your mouth. Now
I'll do
everyone's
your
Tell you hate
Spit
me.
in my mouth. Let's do this.
That'll just be at the start of a song that has nothing to do.
everyone's like,
With-
what does that sound like?
It's like
Porno
a
grind.
song that's got like a typical metal name. Just the very start. That's what it said, and people go, "What the fuck?"
You know, I have the genre for you to check out. You know, Eric just mentioned it. You should check out some porno grind. It might be up your alley.
Porno grind. Please,
It was like something you need to
Elaborate.
watch.
I want to know what porno grind is.
We have a whole video about it.
Boy, do we have the
Oh.
video for you.
Porno grind.
I gotta send you that afterwards. You will enjoy
Oh,
that.
good. Yes. That's actually like real curiosity.
You're
That's
probably
when those
wondering,
kids pop
what does
in.
that sound like?
Sounds wet.
That's when those
Sounds
kids
wet.
pop in from the
That's moist
from the oh, that'll be album number 2. Actually, I've joked that our second album should just be called 2 TOO. It's album number as in the sauce as well.
So that's the
Number
name of the
2.
band, right? The Sauce.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
That wasn't taken.
It wasn't, and it shocked me.
It seems like it should be taken. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Good fucking
Yeah.
band name, dude.
And the story of
amazing.
how that came about too was my buddy and I, we were just being stupid, and I shouted "Sauce, bro!" like loudly enough to where the restaurant looked at us, and he was just like, and I started laughing. And he looked up, laughing. He goes, "Let's just be the Sauce." Like, that sounds like a good name. I was like,
That's a
"All right,
badass
true."
name.
Yeah, and I figured it worked because now the joke is do the cover, put a little sauce on it, little spice, make it heavy. Yeah. So it's
awesome.
it's the perfect stupid name. I love it.
That is awesome.
That's kind of stupid name.
That's a good
Yes.
one. I love those like simple, easy ones to remember. It's
Yeah.
always works out really well. It has something like that.
These are on my brain. Because if you got a name that's like 8 words, I go, oh man.
Yeah. So, out of the Japanese music you listen to, what are the top 3 you're always going back to listen to? I already know one of them's BAND-MAID, but what are the other
Oh,
2?
These ladies are like daily. Also,
In the
this
middle. Hell yeah.
baby metal.
Hell yeah.
Their new album's coming out, and I'm gonna be on top of that one because I can't wait.
I love Baby Metal also. We
So
have a cover
what's-
coming out for it.
It's been released. You happy with what you've heard so far?
I like it.
Sorry, that was too
So far, there's one that's like really different. It was monochrome. I did that
Monochrome.
one recently.
Yeah,
I liked it
yeah.
a lot, but it was one of those like, wow, that's holy. This is a different sound. But it was good in that it was really like, what is the word? It was very I feel
Mature.
like Zen's not the word.
I think it's like a mature sound. I don't know. That's what I feel
Yeah.
like.
It was uplifting. Like I enjoy songs that just make you feel good.
Yeah.
You know, I like
Right.
the break from like, you know, the Slipknots of the world. Like, let's go listen to Monochrome because it's a happy song.
Yeah.
And Slipknot, you know, they're Slipknot. That's
Yeah.
Corey Taylor's band. But I would say Baby Metal is a huge one. I was just listening to Headbanger today. Still one of my favorites. BAND-MAID.
That's awesome.
Geez, the third one, it's always a tie from all the bands you've seen. People have seen on my channel. It's a tie because they all share spots. It just depends on what I want to hear,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because each one of these groups has a very different like set of thoughts. Is that the word? Different set of like, if depending on what I'm doing.
Mood.
Mood. There you go.
Like
4 letters. Couldn't think of that.
I got you, man.
Man. I get lost a lot. A lot of people don't see. Sometimes there are cuts in my videos, and it's because I just stop talking and I go.
That's
Yeah, I feel you, dude.
Was that word I was thinking of? God damn it.
I edit up the durs.
Well,
Yeah.
today's
like-
Sue Metal's birthday also. I released a video for her birthday or whatnot, so it's her
Today?
birthday.
Wait, who?
Yeah, today.
Today?
Sue Metal. Today.
Sue Metal. Oh yeah, Sue.
Sue Metal?
Headbanger. I need to see them. Oh, hold on a second. My
You froze on us.
Oh,
Yeah.
my phone's being
Uh-oh.
called. No.
airplane mode,
Behind the
man.
scenes, the sauce behind the scenes.
Get behind the scenes.
We can see all the
Unbelievable corn
sauce.
spaghetti.
Hold on.
He'll be fine. Momentary technical difficulties.
Did we get what he said for a tie? I don't even know what the tie was.
I think it was every other
Every other
band he
band.
listened to.
All right.
I'm pretty sure was that tied for third. It's kind of a
Man.
cop out, but I guess we gotta accept it.
Man, look,
I got a serious question to ask you too after this.
real quick. That was my band buddy, and I'm gonna cuss at him later.
Oh, you should. Can you
Yeah,
film
I'm going
that
to.
for us? Send it to us.
I will.
like, I'll need content.
The sauce is already. We're talking about disbanding, just not getting along anymore.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Guys and guys exclusive. The
So-
song's done for.
I have a
Heard it here
question.
first, folks.
I have a question for you. You've done a lot of Japanese bands, and I'm wondering why. Why there hasn't been a maximum to hormone reaction?
Oh.
Do you know who
Because
that
I keep
is?
forgetting. There's no. I have no
It's a
excuse.
damn memory again.
It's literally. I'll see it and go. Why haven't I done that yet? Because I keep seeing it. I also people keep Wagaki Band. Is that how you say it?
Wagaki
I
Band's
never-
a great
Oh, they're
one.
great.
Wagaki
Yep.
Band. I keep getting asked to do more of them, and it's like, yes, let's do it. Then I'll sit down and go,
I honestly want to see your mind blow up watching Alien by Maximum Hormone. That's what I want. That's all I
Yes.
want. I
That
just
is so
wanna,
awesome, dude.
I want to
Alien.
just see your head explode.
Yeah. I want to
all
see
right,
that
well,
too because I watched. That was the first thing I watched by them was Alien. And I was like, "What in the world is happening?" And
All
it's
right,
just one of the
so-
coolest things I ever saw.
so after this, I will do that. I'll upload that today. Now that it's like up here, it's ready to go.
Hell yeah.
Eric,
Hell
will you
yeah.
remind him again
Yes,
when we go
please.
I
to?
will.
Eric, can you get
I'll
on that?
Message him on the Twitter.
Write that down, Eric, please.
That's
Send it right now on Twitter.
that SpongeBob meme. Write that down. Write that down. Yeah, no, people. I've
2
been.
hours later.
I always forget about doing them because I have all these other like. I'm still catching up to some of them. Like I feel like I've fallen behind on Love Bites.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I am definitely behind on like a billion other ones that aren't from Japan. Like there it goes again. Come on, Lily.
What are you doing? Trying to remember
Liliac.
stuff.
Yeah, I have
Liliac.
I have the memory of an old person who is losing.
It's all good. It's a lot of bands to remember. I mean, you react to a lot of bands.
Yep.
It's really hard to remember all those. Like sometimes I'll be like checking out a video and I'm like, "You've seen that one?" And I'm like, "Whoops!" Like 'cause
I just
you
put out.
Yes,
heard it once, you know.
I was doing a,
Yeah,
a
How do you
live stream.
feel
and
about
somebody's like,
those?
you what?
That's, so I was doing a live stream the other day, and somebody's like, "Hey, I never saw you react to Azure." I'm like, "Cool, I'll check it out." So I checked it out on live stream, and I was cutting it, editing it out, making its own video, and I'm like, "Huh." So I looked up my channel, Azure, and up came the reaction. I'm like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah. Oh, I already did that. Wow.
So then it becomes a review.
Yeah,
Then it becomes
Well,
a review. That's 6 months later. Here's what I think.
I'm glad I'm not alone in that because sometimes people they'll put down a like I'll see in a comment like do this one and I go okay and then I'll get like 20 seconds in and go wait a minute I think I've already done this one.
Yeah.
And thank God there's a search button in like your content section. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'd be
Right.
boned.
Yes, because
How do you
sometimes
feel
when,
about those comments where like How do you feel about those comments where they're just like, "Oh, you forgot this about this band," or like just like negative comments in general on your videos?
I mean, just let them go. There's always going to be those guys. I know I'll see something negative. Like somebody called me actually somebody today, I saw a comment that called me a plant. It was during the BAND-MAID video when they saw me and they were like, "Oh, he's an industry plant." And I was like, "What?"
What do they mean when they say that? Actually, I've never an industry plant.
It doesn't make any sense.
An industry plant is somebody like, say you're at a comedy show and they start picking on like somebody in the crowd.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm not saying everyone does it, but there are people that will hire people to come in just so they can do this moment.
They react a little too well to what's going on.
So they'll plant people in the crowd. So he was calling me that, and I was like, "That is not at all. You are incorrect." I don't know.
You're like, I wish they hired me to be in the crowd and do that.
Yeah. But that is incorrect. I was just some crazy loud person who enjoyed that moment. But yeah, those negative comments, just let them go. There's no point in dealing with them. My mom actually constantly is like, "Did you see what it said?" I'm like, "Yes." Who cares? Well, I'm going to type in it. No, don't do that. You're just giving them food for the furnace. She knows now, but at the start, she just bugged her to death. She
go in there, fight for you in the comment section?
Well, every time she'd call and say, "I'm going to leave a comment," and I go, "No, don't do that." There's no reason to do that. Well, he called you this and that. I go, "I know he did. Who cares?"
Yeah, there's no reasoning with somebody that does that.
Yeah. What about y'all? What do you think about negative comments?
Oh man,
I think all of us have probably
laugh
been
at them.
Like initially you want to react and like prove your point, and then you're like, yeah, this is the people that start that shit. There's no reasoning with them. So
yeah, well, because they're there to ruin everyone's good time.
I used to give everybody a chance and respond and give them a chance to respond sensibly, and then I soon realized that it's just not going to happen. So I just fucking
it always just turns into some slur. You're like, all right, bye.
No, bye.
With you. Bye.
Turns out you can't comment on my videos anymore.
Wow, go figure. There's a way to stop you from doing that.
Give them with kindness too. That's what I do sometimes.
That's true.
Just reply to them super nice.
Yeah,
I have done that, man. Sometimes there's somebody that you see is just kind of maybe they're just going through some shit, and you can be like, "Hey, man." I've had a couple people like, "Oh, thanks, man." It's, I don't know. Sometimes you can help somebody, but usually you just got to let it go.
Yeah.
So Michael says, "Ryan, we know there's a whole reel of bloopers of you yelling and breaking shit in response to some trolls."
You think so?
I see it. I can imagine it.
He's the guy that's like, he's the guy that's like, "Oh, right," gets up and just punches the wall.
That's why I only see one side.
That's what you think. Cuts to him going, "You have a good day, sir."
My favorite ones are like when you respond back and they're like, "Oh, I was being sarcastic." I'm like, "Fuck, no, you weren't."
No, you weren't.
There's emojis for that.
If I were to get that, my only response to that would probably be something like, "Oh, I was too. Ha 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 ha." Just hit him with, or you can just confuse them by responding to nothing that they said.
Yeah, there's that.
But after a while, it just becomes.
Do you watch other reactors?
I watched Anastasia Luna because she's a lot of fun. Her and I are pretty good buddies at this point. Other reactions, it's just kind of a random assortment. There's a couple that always pop up that I like, and I don't know their names. So sorry. I almost feel like I should look them up so I can give them a shout out. But they're a lot of fun. It's like a room of guys, and then there's this one dude. I'm gonna look him up. I'm gonna do it. It's because they react to like some of the ones that I've done, and it's nice to see others doing stuff. They're like, holy shit. Hold on. Anastasia Luna, though, shout out. What up?
Yeah.
She's pretty cool.
She's like our honorary Gaijin guy. She comes on every once in a while.
Even.
No, the Gaijin girl. Yes.
No, we joke around with her. We
And
joke
she's
around
always
with her.
super happy to be part of it too, isn't she?
Oh yeah.
She's usually so pissed off that she has to get up so
That's
early.
why
She just
I love
cusses
it.
us out for the first half hour.
I tell her I only want her on pissed off. I always tell her, like, you only can come on pissed off because you're way more entertaining.
I want to say there's no one more entertaining than Anastasia Luna when she's pissed off.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I tell her too. Like, I was like, I like you with minimal sleep. Sorry.
Yeah.
Today the show's gonna be on at 5 a.m. We need you there.
She's like well rested and then comes in with flowers. No, go away. This is unacceptable. Go get no sleep and come back.
We'll do this again in 4.5 hours.
Yeah, I watch other channels, but it's sporadic. It's usually it usually starts with a recommendation. Like I'll go to like Shot in the Dark, AC/DC, and then I'll see all these people like, with the face, on the thumbnail. And that makes me happy. That makes me very happy because I love that band. This band right here, this band. Woo.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. But
Have you ever seen anybody react to one of your reactions?
Actually, yes. Anastasia Luna did one. Actually, this brings up a surprise for anybody watching. I'll say another surprise coming. There is a reaction coming on Christmas that I have not announced at all because I want it to be a surprise. But if you're here, you get to hear it early. If you're not, it sucks to be you. So Melissa Bonney from Ad Infinitum hopped on Zoom with me and my brother and a bandmate.
Awesome.
And she reacted to Mamma Mia. So that's going up on Christmas.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
We made her cry of tears of joy.
Nice.
Because she was not expecting the video that was a thing. I didn't tell her it's going to happen. But yeah, there's that. One guy reacted to What I Like About You. And that was truly strange to me. Like someone's reacting to my thing. Okay. That seems backwards, but yes.
That is awesome, man.
It is weird. This year has been strange.
Yeah, what's been the strangest thing for you this year?
Just the sheer amount of what is even happening. Ups and downs have been wildly up, wildly down. Like up being getting to meet BAND-MAID, releasing new music that I didn't think was going to happen. The downs, all the funerals I went to. Yeah, it's been a weird year. But then I start work on my house. Behind this door right here is just construction. So that's why I've been so elusive. It's just like one thing after another back there. But yeah, it's been a year. It's been interesting.
Those reactions with Melissa Bonney were good. She's really awesome. We had a chance to interview with her and do reactions. That's really they were some of the best. They were really cool to do. Someone in the chat was mentioning you did stuff with Brittany Slays from Unleash the Ultras.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you about that, dude.
Brittany Slays.
I love that band so much, and she's just one of the best singers I've ever heard in my life.
Oh man. And once again, this is not studio trickery. I saw them live twice. And leading up to the show, which actually Melissa's doing the same thing. So it's super cool, big honor. But when they announced them like a month before they came to my area, she messaged me on Instagram and was like, "Hey, we're going to put you on the VIP thing. Are you interested in coming to the show?" And I was like,
awesome.
Yes. So I went there. I'm in the crowd, and very much like Sankey back here, old Slayer comes towards my end of the stage. At this point, I didn't have a whole, it's 50K is a lot, but comparatively, it was a different time. So I knew like 4 or 5 people, and that's it. And then when she saw me in the crowd, she like goes, and then I waved back and then just kind of froze. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then she laughs, goes on the other side of the stage, and I'm just like sitting there going,
hi.
Did
And
that just
then
happen?
The dude in front of me turns and goes, "Do you know her?" I was like, "Sort of." After the show, though, she messaged me on Instagram. Was like, "Hey, don't go anywhere. I'm gonna come and get you. I just have to get changed out of the like stage stuff."
Damn.
I was like, "Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. It's fine. Please, I will wait." She came out like to where the crowd was, and then came and got me and was like, "Hey, follow me. I want you to meet the band." And I was like,
Holy shit, dude.
"Okay." So
That is awesome.
She
That's
takes me,
freaking awesome.
took me backstage. I got to meet all of them. Their scream guy and guitarist Grant
Yeah.
shouted, "Is that Mr. Rock and Roll?" Ran up on me and just jumped on me. And I was like, "This is my favorite."
That's insane, man.
And I hung out with them behind the stage for like a good 30 minutes. It was really, that's something I won't forget. And then we did the exact same thing like 2 weeks later because they went to Oklahoma, which is where I grew up. And I went to see them there again. And the same thing happened. I was like, I love this band.
It's even cool. They're even cooler now. I
Yeah,
love them
like-
anyway, but the fact they would just do that is
just
awesome.
don't go anywhere. I'm coming to get you.
That's so cool, man.
As if I'd be like, man, I can't.
I don't know. I kind of got to be somewhere.
I'm
No.
tired. I want to go home. Yeah. I hope Nightwish does that. That'd be really cool.
Shit, yeah.
Oh,
Oh my
wait
god.
a minute. You got to point her out. Look at her right there. Dancing. Actually, Brittany, you can't see it, but that's a signed Brittany Slay's photo right there.
Man.
I figured
Dope.
put her next to that one. That makes sense.
Yeah. Seriously, it's like BAND-MAID and Unleash the Archers is
Oh
getting
man,
about equal play for me, man. I love
what's
them.
crazy is my brother. He's not really he's a blues guy. Like he loves the blues. We both meet in the middle at rock and roll, but I'm more metal. He's more blues, and he loves Unleash the Archers. He's like, I love this band, which is a huge compliment because he doesn't listen to stuff like that super often. Usually, he only listens to it when I'm in the car. But I thought that was cool. I was like, I need to tell her about that.
Yeah.
I did, and she was like, "That's really cool." And now she's a mom, which is wild.
Yeah.
Imagine getting a lullaby as a little tiny infant from that. I mean, like, I'm not sleeping. What are you doing, Ma? Sing again. But she's really cool. Trying to think if there's any other moment. This is like a couple years ago now. That's kind of strange. Is it? Yeah, a couple years ago. Wow.
So we were talking about before you came on that. Tell us about how you got to the BAND-MAID show, because they didn't play in Georgia, and people had helped you out. You want to tell them about that journey?
Yeah, actually, this was the second time people sent me to a show. The first time was Metallica, and it was Metallica and Greta Van Fleet was playing, and I was like, I can't afford to see Metallica. And then I was doing a live stream. I was playing a game, and they just started flooding it. And I was like, you buy it right now. And I did. But the same thing, I was just for like, because I saw that they were coming like in January. They were coming here in October. And I was like, I can't go to Dallas. Like, I could buy the ticket, but I can't like get on a plane to go there,
Yeah.
get in a hotel and do all that stuff. So over like just the few months, I would do like BAND-MAID and go, hey guys, we're trying to go see them. If you can help me out, that'd be awesome. And then there was just one particular day where it just flooded, and people were like, what? You might not see BAND-MAID. Bam, 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 bam.
Wow.
And then suddenly I was like $500 up and went, I'm going to see them.
That is awesome, man.
To this day, stuff like that, I don't take for granted because that's wild to me that
Yeah,
people
man,
would
there's
do
some-
that.
There's some amazing people out there that are. We all, I know Alan and I felt it too from the tour. When they announced it, I'd convinced my wife that she's actually willing to go to a show. You know, she wasn't like a super fan, but she's willing to go to a show. And I said, pick a show, and we'll go to one. And she picked LA. I'm like, all right, well, it'll be a family thing then. So I took her and my son, and we went. And
Yep.
well, I mean, we booked it and everything. And then in the meantime, people were like, hey, if you can make it out to DC, I got a ticket for you. And I had time at work, and
Yeah.
then it just kind of snowballed. And I bought a couple more, then a couple more were like, I'd get shows like, hey, you got a VIP? I'm like, no, well, here,
Well, here you
here's my
go.
VIP.
Man,
I'm
stuff
like,
like
damn,
that
dude,
is
you
so
guys
cool.
are freaking crazy, man.
Yeah, I was like, I love you guys.
Oh, it's just awesome.
Yeah, meeting some
Yeah.
people. Like
Yeah, I couldn't have done that tour without him.
Yeah, I just the one show I got to see, because while I was there, a lot of people were like, "Are you going up to the one?" And all this, and I was like, "No, this is it." I wish that'd be awesome. Actually, they are coming to. They're going to be in Florida. I think in May.
Yeah,
It's a
Daytona.
huge festival.
Daytona.
Also, I don't know how y'all feel about this, but I'm going to go see Pantera because I love Pantera.
Yeah. Oh man.
I've seen
I
a
think-
couple live videos and I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, well, it's the main issue is Dimebag Darrell's not going to be there because he passed away a long
Well,
time ago.
Him and Vinny.
Him and Vinny are gone too. But I still think because Phil and he's still around, he's still got the pipes. I'm gonna go see him.
Is Rex? I know he had to pull out of one show. Did he pull out of any more?
I don't think so. I'd have to look it up.
Okay.
That was a recent thing I learned too.
Yeah, my take on it was, man, it's not Pantera. But then, like, I watched. I don't know if you're familiar with Ola England. He's he's got his own YouTube channel. He has a guitar brand and all this stuff. But he had an interview with Zach, and before they started touring, and he was talking to Zach about it. And Zach, obviously, him and Dime were like best friends.
Yeah,
he's like, of course I'll fill in for him, man. He's my my best friend. And he initially said he's going to use one of Dime's guitars that he had given him. And then when they started playing, he wasn't. He's using his own guitars and shit and just kind of doing his own thing.
Yeah.
But Charlie Benante from Anthrax, dude, he is nailing Vinny's shit. Like, total respect, man. It's insane.
Yep.
So I think I'd see him, dude. I saw them around 99 or 2000. They played in Chicago, outside Chicago, and I got to see him.
My
The
thing
original
about
lineup, of course.
the thing about Pantera going again is I didn't start listening to Pantera. I actually found Pantera and Motorhead about the exact same time, and it's because of YouTube. Because they were like, "What? You need to listen to this, and this." Like, I think Domination was the only one I actually knew, if I remember correctly. But yeah, then I heard so many other ones. Now I've heard all of them, and I want to go see them. So the closest I can get is who I got now. But man, I can only imagine what it was like back then. Like I heard.
Yeah, that's what Zach said. He's like, there's people, they've never had a chance to see him. So if I can, at least they can hear these songs live. And that's something. He goes, it's not Dime, it's not Vinny, but they can hear the songs live. I'm like, yeah, that's a cool point, dude. I can totally get on board with that.
Yeah. So I'm going to see them. BAND-MAID. There was a whole bunch of them that were listed. I was like, holy moly! Actually,
it was what they BAND-MAID is Slipknot and White Zombie, and
I'm going there to see Slipknot as well because I've never seen them.
So you are going to that whole festival?
Yeah, the whole thing. I'm gonna go because that's like a 5-hour drive from where I'm at. I can do that.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's
not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. So I'm definitely going to that. It's just a process of getting enough people to go with me.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just going to go by myself and do my own thing. But I'm sure I could find somebody. Somebody will go with me to that because every day has some shows that are just wild. Like I have to.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go for it's 4 days, right?
Yeah. Let me just pull that up.
Yeah, it starts on Thursday through Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's kind of like Tuesday through Sunday.
Thursday through Sunday.
Oh, I was about to say, wait, what? I was like, I think it was only 4.
Math's wrong there, buddy.
Quickly realizing this is going to take some searching. I give up immediately.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, there's a lot of bands. We were talking about the podcast last Sunday, all the lineup. Even Bloodywood's playing that again also. They're really good live.
That's another one I need to. I've only done one of their songs. Bloodywood. There it is. Bloodywood.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's another band I just keep forgetting to do.
The cool thing with
Oh, their new
BAND-MAID
album's great,
is
man.
they're further up the list too. If you see that with BAND-MAID, they're like on the
Yeah,
last
they're
festival they were on
more-
the they were
They
near
were
the
the
bottom.
little tiny names.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
now they're
this
like
one.
the mid-tier one, and I'm like, that is so cool. Oh, Airborne, I think is one of them. I love Airborne. Airborne.
I have not heard them.
Airborne. If you ever listen to Motley Crue,
I have
Yep.
listened to Motley Crue, yeah.
if you were to take Motley Crue sound but write AC/DC songs, that is how I would explain Airborne. Airborne,
Interesting.
live it up. Airborne. They're a wild show. These guys throw great shows, and I saw them in 2010 and in this little bar with like 30 people in it.
Oh wow.
And now they're one of the bigger names. I'm like,
Nice.
my boys.
That's badass.
It's always
man.
a good moment when like I knew that band when they were small.
Yeah, like I knew that band was gonna make it. Like they're awesome. Their last their last album was I think 2019. Those guys didn't get to tour at all. They're doing it now, but their album's called Bone Shaker, and it,
Mhm. I saw the Warning I think this last year, right? And then like after that they blew up like exponentially. Like all of a sudden they were playing like with big festivals and opening up
yeah.
for
What was weird is
Izzy and stuff.
I checked them out not too long ago. Their big Inner Sandman one from when they were like kids.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is really cool. And then people started, I see more like, do more. I was like, they did more? I thought that was just like a video that they did, and that was
Yeah.
it. Man, that shocked me, especially the one I did a couple days ago. I was like, how did this happen? They're so talented. It's crazy.
What do you think of their
Imagine-
redo of that cover though? They redid the whole
I thought it was awesome. It was the same song, same essence, different song.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought that was awesome.
Not a lot of people can pull that off.
Yeah, and that's kind of what my buddy and my band, we purposely pick songs that aren't like rock, essentially. Some of them are, but they're like old. Like Johnny B. Good, I loved doing Johnny B. Good because I love that song. But they took Enter Sandman and then kept the exact same feeling, but
Mhm.
made it this whole different thing. And I thought that was beautiful.
Yeah, like
And
how
That's-
the end of the song, they actually finally get to the main riff. Like I was like, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
brilliant.
was like, there it is. Yeah, I don't know how they did that. And the girl I don't know her name, but the girl that helped sing that song, didn't they have a guest singer on that one?
Yeah, they did. I can't remember her name. I know she's from Canada, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
haven't
Yeah.
seen it, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, dude, it is sweet. It's a different song, really, but it's the same. I don't even know how to explain that.
What's your
It's so
favorite?
hard to do with that song.
Mike
Yeah.
wants to know what's your favorite reaction that you've done. I don't even know if you can pinpoint that on one.
All right, I do have one that comes to mind, and it's because it's my favorite band, which is AC/DC. When Shot in the Dark came out, that's probably my favorite one because the way they announced that album, because I pretty much accepted these guys were retired. I keep pointing the wrong way. Retired because of all the health problems. Malcolm Young passed away. You know, Phil Rudd got
Right.
into jail. Basically, and Cliff retired.
What do you get into jail for?
I can't remember. I think he tried to hire a hitman or something like that.
He did.
What?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my
I
god.
remember reading that going, bro, that is what are you doing, man? But I had accepted they were done. Like, all right, it's over. Like they're retired. But out of the blue, I remember getting a little lightning bolt. They erased everything on their social media and just had one lightning bolt GIF that would like turn on and then go off. And I was like, what is that? That is
Yeah.
something. And then like a month later, the whole album dropped. And I went, holy
Oh, wow.
shit. So that's probably my favorite just because of the absolute, and that was the end of 2020. So it was a good way to be like,
Isn't it Malcolm's nephew is playing?
it's the cousin. Stevie Young.
cousin, but he looks exactly like him.
Yeah, it's weird. It is weird how, and
It's kind of insane.
Stevie Young has covered for him before because Malcolm back in like the 90s got sick for like a month and Stevie Young went on tour in his place. So I'm fine with it. It's still young. It's still a young dude. And he's the same age. How that happened, I don't know. But it's really cool. Wait a minute. Is it the nephew? I think it's the
I was
nephew.
surprised that they look so much alike.
Yeah, that's just insane.
Because, like, why does he look like him if he's his fucking nephew? But yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it is. I think you're right. I think it's the nephew. Yeah, no, that's probably my favorite because I got dressed up and everything. I put the suit on with the shorts. It was like, shot in the dark. But I don't know. There's
So
a lot
Stevie
after that
is Angus's Malcolm's nephew, their brother
Nephew,
George's son.
You're right. Let's say
Oh, okay. Right on.
yeah, because George was the older one. Actually, George mixed their first. I think it said 3 albums, and then he mixed Stiff Upper Lip, which I love that album.
Damn.
I love them all. I'm a huge fan. Huge fan. I love that band.
That's one of those bands that, yes, you know, when if they were mentioned, like, yeah, I like them, but I don't listen to them much. And then I listen to them, I end up listening to like albums because if you're in that mood, man, you just can't. There's not enough to listen to.
Yeah, and I don't think I go a day without that band just because it's on my like. Even if I hit shuffle, guarantee something from that band is gonna hit, and I'm gonna go yes. Yeah. I think it's because I matched. I like to think I match their energy a lot. Like as far as like I'm just loud all the time. I'm the one that's getting in trouble for not whispering good enough.
I feel your pain with that one.
Be like Heath, whisper.
Right.
Yeah.
Was it Ryan? Your wife yelled at me in the hotel room.
Yeah.
We had all met and we're doing a
It was
podcast
like after the show, 2 a.m. and Alan's like, blah! Like, dude, you gotta quiet down, dude.
But I'm happy.
We're in a hotel room. That was the LA show, right? Poor Amanda.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is I'm
like,
surprised.
what? She's like, why is he getting more energetic? I'm like, he's like a toddler. The more tired he gets, the more energy he has.
It's me, man. I get
then he'll just pass out.
I get belligerent when I'm tired, like happily belligerent.
Yeah.
Go, what are you even saying? I go, dude, I don't know.
It just means we're fun in restaurants.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes. Absolutely.
I can't tell you how many times we've been to a restaurant. I was like, I don't know him.
I'm the one that like sees your craziness and goes, I will raise you.
Oh, then that's gonna be a horrible. That's gonna be horrible when
Let's
we
be
meet
chaotic
up.
Together.
Yeah, that's not gonna end well.
I'm pulling out of that
Jesus
Nemophila
Christ.
show right now.
I know. That's what I was just thinking. Maybe I'm not going to be there. Where's Ryan? He's on the other side of the crowd.
Ryan.
That's where you go.
Who's Ryan?
Not me. I'm the one that hears that and I go, yes. Yeah, no, I hope I get to go to that show.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
So favorite concert of the year? Go.
Oh, BAND-MAID, 100%, which is crazy because I'm a huge Megadeth fan and they throw a great show. The Who was there and Five Finger was there, but BAND-MAID, that was such a fun time. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Now, because they recognized you just because the show was so good.
I mean, I was already having like a wild time as soon as I walked up.
Yeah.
It was truly one of these moments of whoa, because like I was there for maybe 30 seconds and started hearing, holy shit, is that Mr. Rock and Roll? You know, stuff like that, left and right. And I was like, I have friends.
Yeah.
So that
So
alone
trippy.
was really cool and super weird because one guy was like, you're the most famous man I've ever met. I was like, I'm not famous. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, I feel you, man, on that.
But then they actually did some things that were very different. They didn't have an opener. It was just them. And they didn't play other band music before they came out. It was their music.
Yep.
And we were all like in a crowd going, that is really interesting. Like, I'm not complaining because I love this stuff, but it's like, I've never seen that.
Every show is like that too. Every single one.
Yeah,
That's because other bands don't have enough music to play.
that's true. That's true.
They
I
can
don't
play,
know.
you know, random
made me
shit in front of the
wonder-
show.
It did make me
I
wonder.
remember.
If, like, yeah, go ahead.
Go
Man, I don't want to go.
ahead. Yeah, I was just saying. I remember I went to a signing that Children of Bodom was having, and they're playing some Children of Bodom songs, and the singer just looks and he's like, "Turn that shit off. I'm gonna play that shit later."
Oh.
It's like, ah.
It made you wonder what
yeah.
though?
It makes me wonder if like that's like a thing that Japanese bands do. Like, does baby metal only do baby metal? Like, is there an opener for them? Or Love Bites?
I don't know. They're opening
I
for
don't know.
Sabaton though.
Yeah, I can see them opening up, which that would be a wild show. Isn't BAND-MAID with Guns N' Roses right now?
They
No,
did
they
a show with
did
them.
a one show at the Saitama Super Arena. They played.
Saitama!
Yeah, they played it ahead of them. It's them, another band, Guns N' Roses.
That must have been
Alan,
a
did
good
Nemophila?
show.
Yeah. Did Nemophila play any other music? You saw him. Did you see Nemophila's concert? No,
Yeah, we saw them. But did they do what?
Did they have their music playing before they came out, or other band
No,
music? Do you
no,
remember?
not at all. No, it was actually silence. because
weird.
because
Okay.
that
Really? That's interesting.
That was a
Wait.
it was a festival, so like what
Oh,
they would do
okay.
is
That
they would
makes sense.
have one of the other bands that were playing projected on the screen. So like
Okay,
if they're
see,
setting
that makes
up,
sense.
yeah,
You
they'd
see him
be
at the
playing.
Whiskey?
At the Whiskey, they had nobody playing before them, but there's no music playing. I don't remember.
okay.
There's probably just
Right on.
no. There wasn't
Yeah.
Nemophila music playing in the radio though. If there was music, there
Okay.
was no Nemophila.
This
That's
is
why
BAND-MAID
that's
doing.
it was
BAND-MAID.
very interesting because I was like, wow, I've never seen this before. But like as it was playing on, what was weird is as it was playing, I hear people already singing it, and I'm like, that's actually genius. You're getting people just hyped on your own stuff before you even come out. I thought it was genius, but it was very strange indeed.
Yeah, that was a interesting thing that they did. Like it was very unique to them that I haven't heard either. And
Yeah.
like you said, it's that just the whole concert was amazing. I just can't believe it doesn't even feel like it really happened. Like that whole month is
It
a
really
blur.
doesn't.
Yeah.
I can walk you through the whole night and go, I left that night. It took me about a week to really like come down from it, which the last band to do that, and this is a huge compliment coming from me. Last band to do that was AC/DC. Like first time I saw AC/DC, it took me a whole week of like I couldn't stop. I wouldn't shut up about it. And then BAND-MAID did the exact same thing. So I came here and started talking about BAND-MAID to people who don't know who they are. Like friends of mine who aren't
Yeah.
really rock and roll people are like, who? Like, you need to check them out. Do it now.
Have you convinced a lot of people to get into them? Have you been successful at it?
More actually, weirdly enough, more people have been enjoying baby metal than BAND-MAID. Like in my group of buddies who do not listen to that kind of music at all. I don't know what it is about baby metal. I think it's because they have songs that I don't know, but more people have like I just showed a friend of mine, Oh My Deny with Sabaton or Joachim and
Yeah, well,
baby
Joaquin.
metal. They loved it, and I was like, why? You hate this music? They're like, yeah, but this was like different. It was really cool and like
Yeah.
catchy. I was like, why is that any different? It's the same with me and Scream stuff. It's like I don't know.
Well, baby metal, I look as the gateway to all metal and hard rock for people that like are they're like that gateway band. They have so many genres that they
Yeah, that's
mess
true.
with. Like the Metal Galaxy is like you get every single genre on that entire album.
Oh my Deny. Great song. That song has been forever stuck in my head. Metal Galaxy was awesome. Their new album, I'm really looking forward to that because
Same.
I met them, I think right after they not met them. I wish. I discovered them right after I think Metal Galaxy came out, and then it was just nothing for what feels like forever.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to see bands just on tour in general.
Yeah.
Because God, it felt like nothing was happening for like 2 years. And I'm a show goer, so we're gonna try to get there to that Nemophila one.
So
Them, Love Bites, and Wagaki Band. I need.
Hell
Please
yeah.
come here.
Well, I hope you get there, man. Well, I think we'll wrap things up, man. Do you want to tell anybody any last like thoughts or comments?
All these thoughts of like, oh, you got to be philosophical came in, and then I said, just make a fart noise. That's just
you could end with
I
your
had questions
second...
I didn't even ask you.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead, Ryan.
All right, dude.
My bad.
What's the song that doesn't get enough love from BAND-MAID? Maybe a song you think more people should listen to.
I like Choose Me a lot. I don't think that gets enough attention. I think Choose Me and Thrill. What is the deal with Thrill? Do people not like Thrill?
We did a whole
'Cause
cover.
every time
We did a cover of the song. we liked it.
People like Thrill. That's a lot of times the first one people hear.
So what's weird about Thrill is I'll bring Thrill up. I've seen this a couple times where I'll be like, people ask me what are your top 3 favorites, and I'll go, well, Thrill's up there, and then everyone's like, well, that's like, they're weird about it for some reason.
Oh,
They're like, well, they were
maybe
still
just
trying to
'cause it's
figure out.
older.
Yeah, I love that song. That riff. That's when I knew I was going to be a huge fan. Like Dice was amazing, and I was like, let's check another one out. And Thrill came along, and that riff is just that dun 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 dun. I said, yeah, I'm a fan. We're going to check the rest of this band out. But maybe it's just me. People seem weird about that song when I mention it as like one of my favorites.
I think it's because I think it's because of the writing of the song wasn't all them. You know, they had writers at that point in time. I think that's probably why they're being weird about it.
Yeah, I think in the other one, I think they said, I guess Miku was still trying to figure out where she was like going to exist. Maybe.
See,
I think
the original video, she's kind of not really playing guitar because I don't think she was yet really. But the one I saw first was the Thrill Live, and I was like, this is fucking amazing, dude. I love this, you know?
Yeah. And
so, I don't know.
A shame they didn't play Thrill Live when I saw them, and I was very sad.
Yeah.
But they did. I did get to see, I got to see her drum. I got to see her do my favorite drum solo ever.
Nice.
I don't know how she does it, but she does it, and she's a champion. Blooming also, I think that needs more love. Yeah, there's a whole lot of them. What's the one with the dragon? Oh,
when the dragon cries.
Dragon. Yeah.
There you go.
That's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorite
Yeah,
songs.
that gets so much unnecessary hate. It's a great song.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I don't get it. And it's just like I don't get Thrill. That's a great song to me. I don't know why. I don't know why people act weird. It's not that they hate it. It's just people act weird when I mention them. Like, this is a good song. What do you want from me?
No, I agree with you. That's what I love that song, When the Dragon Cries. Seeing that live was insane.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Right on.
Oh, band, man.
That's all. I think the other questions have been answered, man.
Nice. Yes. They did do one, and I forget. It was the first time they had ever done it live, and I got to see it first. And I gotta go look at the set list, but it was awesome. And everyone in the crowd was like, they've never done this. This is the first.
Shit.
I'm trying to remember what songs were in Dallas. Because Eric was at the show that they got Moratorium, I think. Right, Eric? Yeah, you got that in Phoenix. I don't remember.
There's when they're not messing around and having fun, it was like song after song. No stopping.
Man, it's insane.
Yeah, keep this train going. And all But yeah, I got nothing but fart jokes for the outro. We already covered me blowing shit all over the wall, so
Leaving with something weird, man. It's the most random thought you could think of.
I like turtles.
I like turtles.
I like turtles.
Mikoto wants to know: are you gonna watch the Eggman live?
Eggman live. Eggman. When is that?
They doing that Christmas Eve?
They always do it on like
Streaming that show?
Christmas. I think Eric and I met up last year when that happened,
I think
right?
it's their pre
Yep.
US OQG. They're gonna be streaming that show. They did Eggman. So yeah.
I have no idea. I'll probably end up watching. The Grinch. My family's horrendous at celebrating Christmas or really anything for that matter.
It's a BAND-MAID concert, what they're talking about.
Yeah. But I'm saying that's what I'll probably end up doing.
Agreed.
Now that I've seen them live, I just want to see them live again, like actual
Right. Yeah.
live.
Yep.
Because watching the videos, it's like it's still really fun, but it's like
It's different.
I've been there, I was there.
It's different now.
Yeah, but I do appreciate y'all keeping up with me. Because I was elusive for a little bit, but I was like, I want to do this. It sounds fun. So yeah, I appreciate y'all having me. This was
Glad
fun.
you did, man. This is good.
Yeah, heck
Yeah, when I have to get me and Anastasia Luna on here at the same time, you can watch us
yeah.
mess with each
That'd
other.
be dope.
Right. But yeah, send me that video. You were gonna send me something. It's gone. Never mind.
The porno grind.
Porno
Yes.
grind.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Thank
say
you,
there was
Eric.
something I was interested in. Please send me that because it just sounds wild, and I want to see what it is.
All right,
Well, I
guys. Go ahead, Ryan.
Nah, that's a great time, man. I think we wouldn't mind having you back on here at all at some point, man.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Maybe I got a music video to talk about.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
All right, guys. See you guys later. See you.
All right. Bye.
All right.